Welcome back to the Realm. I'm RealmiteRay here with another video on Wednesday, of course, and today I am going to be talking about the Scorch Trials. Quick disclaimer right now, if you have not read the books and or seen the movies, both of the movies, Maze Runner and the Scorch Trials came out just on September 18th of this year. Do not watch this video if you don't like spoilers, because I will be talking about the comparison in between the Scorch Trials book and the Scorch Trials movie. So disclaimer right now, click off the video if you haven't read or seen the Scorch Trials, and that you don't want spoilers. But yeah, so for all of you who are staying, let's get on with the video. So I read the Scorch Trials over the summer, the only book that I didn't read of the Maze Runner series, and it was amazing. I loved it. The series is so good. So I'm reading the book, I'm just like, I can't wait for the movie, right? So the movie comes out. I go and see it the week after it comes out with my friend, and we get to the movie theater. This is like a little story. So we get to the movie theater, and I'm just like, I'm gonna be comparing that movie with the book. I hope you know that. So my friend's just like, whatever, okay, just shush, let me watch it. Just like, whatever. But we're watching the movie starts. It's super good. The whole concept of the movie, in my opinion, it's like the book in a way, but at the same time, it's like the complete opposite, you could say. It's kind of like the complete opposite, because in the book, they get captured, but they don't think that they got captured. They think they got saved, but they really got captured, and they're going to get put through another test to see if they can survive the Scorch, thus the name the Scorch Trials. So in the book, they're put to a test. They have to try and make it through the Scorch within 2 weeks. If I remember correctly, it was 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, they have to try and get to it throughout in 2 weeks. So the time they can't stop for long. They have to make sure that they make it to the safe haven. In the movie, it does not happen like that. The whole concept of the movie is they're escaping from Wicked. They're not put to a test. They're legitimately they're escaping. They're running away, and they're trying to find them. So throughout the movie, things happen. Winston's death in the book. While they were getting out of the Wicked lab they were in, when they were going up a staircase, there were silver balls, maybe about this size. I would assume they're about this size, maybe, about that size, who would shoot at them, and if it attached to them, if it hit them, it would literally glue to them, and it would take over their whole head and kill them. So that is how a few of them died, including Winston, I'm pretty sure. But in the movie, Wes Ball, he was the director, I heard that he mentioned that it was too complicated to do in the movie. So Winston ended up dying. He ended up getting scratched by a crank. Cranks are the evil people, the people who are, they're not evil, they're the ones who got the disease, the flare, and are turning into some insane maniacs, basically. So, I'm rambling so much, but this is the video that I'm doing, so I have to do that. So Winston gets scratched by a crank, and right across his stomach, like literally like his whole stomach. Don't mind what I'm wearing. It's Spirit Day tomorrow, basically, so I'm wearing my school clothes. Winston gets scratched all over the stomach. So throughout a few more of their journey, he slowly starts getting sick, slowly starts getting weaker, slowly the flare, the disease, is basically taking over his body. And they're at a rest stop, and Winston basically says he can't go on because of the sickness, of the flare, of him turning into a crank, and that he wants them to shoot him because he'd rather die than turn into one of those creatures. he'd rather die than turn into a creature, one of those creatures, a crank. So I cried at this part in the movie because it was very emotional. Well, it wasn't very emotional, but it was really sentimental and cute. So Winston's laying on the ground, holding his stomach, because that's where the scratches were. And Newt takes the gun, and he crouches down. I'm gonna cry! And he crouches down beside Winston, places the gun on his chest, and Winston says thank you. Because he's letting Winston kill himself instead of them killing him. I'm crying! And so they continue their journey, and right when they leave, they hear the bang of the gun going off. And that's when they know Winston killed himself. I'm crying. I knew I was gonna cry making this video. Let's try and continue. So they're continuing they're continuing their journey, trying to find the safe heaven, the right arm, is what Wicked was talking about. Ooh. So they're traveling longer, and about I want to say a good halfway through the movie, they're sleeping in the middle of a desert, and there's this huge thunderstorm. They're in the middle of a desert, basically. It's basically what it is. And it's a huge thunderstorm rolls in. Well, not thunderstorm, more like a lightning storm. So they get up and they see a city. Well, Thomas sees a city all the way yonder, and so he wakes everyone up, and they start running to the city because they can see the flashes of lightning behind them striking the ground literally every like 5 seconds, and they do not want to get hit. They don't want to get hit by lightning. So they're running for their fucking lives to that city. And about right before they enter the city, into a big building, which is a few meters outside of the building, Minho gets struck by lightning. Well, it doesn't look like he gets struck. It's more like the lightning literally hit right beside him and kind of like, not burnt, but like a side of him was like kind of burnt, kind of not. And he got passed out and whatever, so they had to go back for him, bring him in. And so then they get him in the inside of the building, and that's when they meet two of the new characters, who is Brenda and Jorge. Oh, I should have mentioned this at the beginning. At the beginning of the movie, they're all in an institute with a bunch of other people. There were more than one maze. So there was a maze of all girls and one boy, just like how this maze, the one I'm talking about, the boys and the girl, it was the boys and one girl. It was like the opposite. I'm doing a bunch of hand gestures, so she loved it. That was weird. Cool. Cool. So, Eris is the boy from the girl group, and Eris escapes with them, so he's a new member. But back to meeting Brenda. They run into Brenda and Jorge. Hey guys, sorry I had to cut that short. My family got home right at that part. So, but I am splitting this video into 2 parts, so you'll have to tune in next week. That sounds stupid. But you'll have to stay tuned for next week when I post part 2 of this video. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for spoilers. I gave a warning at the beginning of the video that you should leave that you should click off the video if you haven't seen or read the Scorch Trials. So, it's not my fault if you stayed and got the first part of the movie and book spoiled to you. But, yeah, so I will thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to comment down below things I can do over the next weeks. That was weird. And don't forget to subscribe to see more of our content. Hannah will be doing the same thing as me tomorrow. So don't forget to check out her video and see what her perspective of the movie and the book are and how she explains it. And I don't know if Brian posted or uploaded, because I'm recording this on Tuesday, which is his uploading day, but I don't know, check to see if he uploaded. He may have, he may not have. Oh well. But I guess that's all for now, guys. So thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next week with part 2. Bye!